Good morning and welcome to another Pearl of Wisdom. This one around the house where I'm going to be removing rust from a cast iron pipe, an old drain that is so clogged up with rust it's ridiculous. And I will be using vinegar and baking powder to do that. I know there's chemicals out there. If I can't put my hands in it, I really don't want to use it. And the other thing I'm going to do is around the clean out for that cast iron, there's so much corrosion that the threads for the cast iron cap to go on, it's an effort. So I'm going to come up with a concoction for baking soda and vinegar to sit and do its job using chicken mesh and some rags. I think will work. Towels, paper towels, whatever. Okay, anyway, that is the project for today. I'm going to be cutting my chicken mesh with clippers for dog nails because for me that works much better than these tools. All right, anyway, well, let's get started. So I will have to keep moving this around a little bit. I guess we'll cut the chicken mesh first because it's right here and we're set up to do that. Here is the chicken mesh and here are my dog clippers. And there's one of my dogs who hates these things. So we do not clip their clippers, their toenails with this, okay? Which is why it's a great tool for doing other things around the house. Can you see this? I don't need a lot, but look how easy. Clip, clip, clip. It's kind of awkward when you're trying to use one hand to do this. So I will move over here a little bit. Put my glasses on. Turn this so you can see when I'm doing a little bit better. How's that? Looks a little better. Okay. And this doesn't take very long. Where did I start it? Right here. Now the reason I'm using this chicken mesh, whether I need it or not, I don't know. I had to get it because of my dog Star, who's over there. She's a puppy. She doesn't look like it. She's getting older, but she likes to get into stuff around my garden and kind of defeats the whole purpose of having a garden when you have a puppy that wants to tear it up, especially if you put a lot of effort into making that garden. So the chicken mesh I got to have her stay out of my garden. And yeah, she's smart enough to figure out how to tear that chicken mesh up and get back in the garden, but with enough timeouts in the doghouse, seriously, I think that's where that saying came from, in the doghouse, because when I tell her to go in the doghouse and I make her stay in the doghouse, and then I bring her out to have her sit on a leash and watch me while I clean up what she messed up for me. Yeah, that seems to be working pretty doggone well. Newspapers, the sound, yelling, she knows I'm upset, but it doesn't seem to stop her behavior. Her going into the doghouse and having to watch me clean up them, that seems to be, knock on wood, working. Okay, so anyway, we got this little bit of chicken mesh and we're going to move now to where you can see what I'm actually doing. Take this down and position it over the clean out area. Okay, so here's our clean out area. And are we able to see? Oh, I have no idea. It's kind of hard to get your face in here to see what's going on when you can't see what's going on. So yes, much better. Okay, now I can see that there. Okay, so this area right here is what we're going to be cleaning out. And I guess we'll turn it that way a little bit. Okay, what I like to use is, there's all kinds of chemicals on the market that get rid of rust and everything else, but with dogs and with me, if I can't put my hand in it, I don't want to touch it. And I don't know if you could see how corroded that is, but I will show you on this little guy right here. Turn it around. Okay, this piece right here, this is annoying for me. This piece right here, you see how corroded that is? See how nice and clean the top is now? This top looked like that, which is why I decided to do this video for you, because I think someone might want to know this. Anyway, this top here, which is now cleaned up after just using a little bit of vinegar and baking soda. And the reason I have so much vinegar and baking soda is because that is what I actually use to clean out these old drains of a lot of rust buildup. And it worked. So this little section here, I have not cleaned, and that's why we're doing that now. All right, so come on down here to where you could, I'm going to put this into where you could see the bowl. I'm going to move this back out over here a little bit. Let's see. What do you think? Got a good movement? There we go. Come on there. All right. Vinegar. And as you can see, nothing's really happening with the vinegar. Just looks like I poured some water in. Nope, I poured vinegar in. Watch this. Oh my gosh. Isn't that cool? Yeah, that vinegar, the reason this is happening is vinegar is an acid. And baking soda is alkaline. So when you mix the two together, you have that. But more importantly, it seems to attack the rust. So that's why I'm going to have the chicken mesh and use the these rags to shove it in there and put chicken mesh going around this, because I want to clean out what's inside here. So that's why I'm building this right now. Here's some rags. I'm just going to shove them in, but I don't want to shove them in so far that I can't get them out. But I do want to clean this up. So I'm thinking this might be good. And then I'm just going to come around here with the chicken mesh. Whether it works or not, I have no idea. But I want this to come up and in that drain. I want it to hold. So that's why I'm putting this here, because the water will actually, I think that might work. All right. So I'm just going to pour some of this on and some more baking soda and just keep going back and forth and hope that we get it. Now, this is what I like. Look, I put my finger in there and I'm not burning myself, because this is actually neutral at this point with the baking soda, which is alkaline, in with the vinegar, which is acid. This bowl for my mixer. And you ready? Oh my gosh, here we go. That's what I want to get in there. And yes, I am trying this at home. So, I don't know. Oh, I don't think I got that in very well. Oh, maybe I did. Let's see. That looks like that might be better. Okay. Just keep going back and forth. And oops, don't want to get the baking soda wet. Well, it looks like it's staying. I didn't need the chicken mesh anyway. But anyway, if you want to cut chicken mesh and you're having a hard time using the tin snips or anything else that you have to cut around the house, and you have some old dog clippers that you are not going to use on your dog afterwards, because when you cut your dog's nails, you want that to stay nice and sharp. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Hopefully this will help. This is all part of the bad plumber job, to fix. I got a hole in one of my drains, and the plumber that I had jackhammered up my house didn't even fix the hole that I hired him to do and made a mess. But it's forced me to have to come in and repair my own home. So anyway, whether this helps you or not, I don't know. I hope it does. And anyway, so for getting rid of rust from cast iron, I prefer vinegar using baking soda, as I demonstrated. And as far as cutting chicken mesh, I prefer to use the dog clippers. It's very easy for me. So thank you. Have a most blessed day, and see you later. I hope. So hope you enjoyed this little pearl.